Everybody, my name is Musi Friday Eze, the CEO and founder of Rising Properties Limited. I've come today to present to you the Land Use Act and its legal implications. The Land Use Act of 1978 is a Nigerian law that governs land ownership and administration in the country. The act was enacted to standardize land tenure and ensure that land is used effectively for national development. The key provision of Land Use Act: government ownership of the land. All land in the state is vested in the governor of the state, who holds it in trust for the people. Individuals and entities can only obtain a right of occupancy rather than outright ownership. Let's talk about the right of occupancy. The governor grants a statutory right of occupancy for urban lands. The local governments can grant a customary right of occupancy for the rural lands. The right of occupancy are usually granted for 99 years. Then when they grant you that right of occupancy, it will come in form of certificate. That is when you call it certificate of occupancy, C of O. Governor's consent for the land transaction. Any transfer, mortgage, lease, or assignment of land requires the governor's consent. Without this consent, such transactions are legally invalid. Compulsory acquisition and compensation. The government has the right to revoke land rights for public purposes, e.g., roads, school, hospital, etc. Compensation is given for the developments on the land, not the land itself. Land use and development regulations. The government controls how the land is used, e.g., for residential, commercial, industrial, that is called zonal law. That is zonal law. Building approval and environmental regulation must be followed. Legal implication of the Land Use Act. Limitation on private ownership. Individuals and businesses cannot own land absolutely. They can only hold a right of occupancy. Bureaucracy in the land transaction. Sorry, I was distracted by my phone. Bureaucracy in land tenure transactions. Obtaining governor's consent can be time-consuming and expensive, delaying land transactions. Land security and tenure issues. Since land is ultimately owned by the government, there is risk of revocation. Customary land owners may face challenges when their ancestral lands are acquired by the government. Impact on real estate development. Developers need to secure proper documentation and approvals before starting projects. Unregistered and informal land transactions can lead to disputes. Legal disputes and litigation. Disputes arises when land transactions occur without following due process of obtaining governor's consent. Many cases of double allocation and land grabbing result from improper documentation. Compensation challenges. When the government acquires land, compensation is often inadequate, leading to conflicts. Traditionally, owners and communities sometimes resist acquisition due to historical claims. In conclusion, the Land Use Act was designed to regulate land ownership and prevent land speculation, but it has also created challenges in the land transactions and real estate development. Understanding the legal requirements and ensuring proper documentation is essential for any land dealings in Nigeria. This is the end of my presentation today. Thank you and remain blessed.